Antarctica. You could spend the rest of your life traveling east or west around the world, and you'd still never find anything to match the experience of this one-day sightseeing trip to the last great World Heritage Wilderness at the southernmost place on the planet. Our Qantas 747 will fly directly over the South Magnetic Pole, then descend for a closer view of the French base of Dumont d'Urville and the ruggedly beautiful cliffs of the Antarctic mainland.
It's flying straight ahead, proceeding between Kurnell and Cronulla, and then straight down basically to Antarctica. We have an awful lot to explain to you on how we operate this flight. We're going to do that airborne because it's far more important to get away and get on time, and that maximises our viewing down over the continent. For those of you who have never been down here before or seen it, I'm not even going to try and describe what you're going to see. It is just impossible to do so. But on the way back, understand exactly what I'm talking about. So please settle back, really enjoy the flight. You're going to have a wonderful new year and see sights that will stay in your memory forever.
16 right, design heading right, 170.
Runway 16 right, design heading 170, Qantas 1001.
Runway 16 right, clear to takeoff.
Runway 16 right, clear to takeoff, Qantas 2901.
Hotel now. Two Qantas maintenance. Track runway Qantas 2901, contact departure.
Contact departure, Qantas 2901. Departure is Qantas 2901 on climb 5,000 pounds, leaving on 1,600 heading 170.
2901 departure is identified. Climb to flight level 280, cancel speed restrictions.
Climb follow 280, cancel speed restrictions, Qantas 2901.
play for you a beautiful old ballad called What a Wonderful World.
Oh, it's my favourite. That's okay.
Here a bit. And I'm going to sing it for you, so if you want to open the windows and jump out, I don't mind.
Class.
Trees of green, red roses too, I see them bloom for me and for you, and I think to myself, what a wonderful world.
Less than 3 hours south of Hobart, we usually see our first iceberg. And very soon after, it's followed by dozens more as the breathtaking polar ice cap reaches hundreds of kilometers out from the coast. Antarctica is twice the size of Australia, and it consists of an awe-inspiring, ever-changing vista of magnificent polar plateau, the bluest oceans imaginable, vast rugged cliffs, sweeping mountain ranges, glaciers, and great expanses of permanent ice 4 kilometers deep. We fly over historical Mawson's Hut at Commonwealth Bay, then spectacular giant glaciers, and the rugged mountains of the Trans-Antarctic and Admiralty ranges. Once over the Antarctic continent, the captain will fly the aircraft in a series of long, sweeping figure-8 turns to allow the awe-inspiring scenery to be enjoyed by all on board. All this happens at a minimum altitude of just over 3,000 meters or 10,000 feet above sea level, or a little over 2,000 feet above the highest ground. And being thousands of kilometers from the nearest civilization, Antarctica's pure, unpolluted air is crystal clear. These unique sights can be enjoyed by everyone on board, regardless of where you're seated on the air.
Kilometres thick. And those on the left, if you look very much to the horizon, you can see the Ross Sea. The Ross Sea was named after James Ross, and for those that brought your compasses that were hoping to cross the South Magnetic Pole, the reason this area was first explored was because they were looking for the South Magnetic Pole.
Very good. What you expected? No.
Reaches like frozen waves in the ice, and travelling over the ice inland, it can be a very slow process. Travelling by tractor train, we've travelled with loads of sledges. It will travel at about 6 kilometres an hour. In a Hagman Rover snow vehicle, perhaps a little bit faster, but a very, very bumpy ride. The ice cap can be 3 kilometres to 4 kilometres thick, so you can see here it's swirling very slowly, sometimes only moving millimetres a year, as it heads out, comes descending down towards the ocean. Looking at the island now on the left-hand side of the aircraft, as we come back, the right-hand side will be getting that view. So we'll zigzag down the coast, then turn around so you've got plenty of chance to view on both sides. The sheer walls of the Pre-Sea Glacier heading down to the Ross Sea, and we're going to zigzag down this glacier across to the Ross Sea. So at the moment we'll still have Mount Melbourne on our left coming into view. And looking out to the Southern Cross mountain range on your left. Again, you can just see in the foreground where I was talking about what the plateau ice looks like. Firm, the slight lines where it's wind swept and very treacherous. In a few little spots coming into view, it's not quite so white, it's sort of a grey colour, and that's where it's polished blue ice. The wind's blown off that, very treacherous, you wouldn't even